didn't work.
Well, I'm just going there right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm just going there right now.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right. I believe we are live on YouTube. Amen. 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 So, good evening and welcome and greetings to everyone. Yeah, there we are. All right. And so I'm going to share the link to the Facebook page right now. And oh my gosh, I'm super excited. I think this is gonna work. So that's going there, and I'm gonna share it there. Join us right now. Us right now for our wellness connection. Very good. So there we go. I'm posting that to Facebook there, and then I'll post it to my other page in just a second. I'm going to copy. I think I am. All right. So welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome. We're so glad that you guys are here. My goodness, through the storm and through the rain, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. And so I'm going to go to our group page. Welcome to each of you. So glad you could make it out tonight. I am super excited. All right, I'm posting this on the our wellness page. There we go. So that it's there. Join us for our wellness connection right now. Oops. Sorry about all my alarms and things. They keep me in order, you guys. All right. There we go. So now I think I can just come on back to Zoom. There's Miss Tammy there. And welcome, 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 everyone. We are so excited to have you guys here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So I'm going to, let's see, what should I do now? Not sure where I should be here. But hold on a second. Let me see. Am I in Zoom or am I in YouTube? Yeah, I'm on. I think I am. All right. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all so much. Oh my goodness, Nina's here. And Tammy's here. Oh, it's Dawn. We're just coming right along. Welcome, everybody. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad to see your face, Tammy. Mwah, 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 mwah. It's been too long. Oh my goodness. And Nina's there. Dawn. Hey, Mama Dawn. Hey, girl. Oh, it just warms my heart when I see you guys join. You guys, that is my genuine love for each of you. I am so appreciative. Look, even my husband's on. This is amazing. So welcome, welcome, welcome to each and every one of you. I am, for those of you that may not know who I am, I'm Dr. Brinetta, and I am your favorite wellness coach. So welcome to our second meeting of the month, our wellness connection. And our goal tonight is to chat about our month of sugar-free living. And for those of us that did it, the shred. And then, of course, we're going to launch ourselves into our March, they call it March Madness. So we're going to take our way in there. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. And I want to give a great God bless you to my wellness buddy, my sister, Miss Arlene Dandridge. Yay, Arlene. So we're
Yay.
buddies. We say we have been through thick and thin, literally. So we're so excited, and hopefully your buddy is here. I thought I saw Mom Barbara, but I guess maybe she's gone out and coming back in. Oh, there she is. Yes, you joined from her phone. Welcome back, Mom Barbara.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's my new wellness buddy. And boy, I tell you, we keep each we keep each other in stitches over the shred. So tonight, you guys, we have a lot to talk about. And so I want to start off by saying, you know what? Let's just stop and take a moment to think. I want you to think about something that went really well this month. What went well? It is already the end of February. Like this time next week, we'll be in March, you guys. So February's over. Our challenge this month was to come away from all the sugar. I mean, just keep our water challenge going and really come away from the sugar. And I don't know about you, but I was tempted like day one. There were animal crackers roaming around. And is it just me, or did it seem like everywhere you turned, people were bringing donuts to work, or there were extra candies laying around? I mean, is it okay? Am I the only one? Just tell me. Was it my mind? Okay, Tammy, you're with me. You can feel it. Okay, great. And so this month, the entire month, there was sugar and candy. Of course, with Valentine's, you guys, I know, right? We were crazy to take on sugar this month. But you know, the reason we went along with it, and I'm going to be honest, I wanted to go soft, but I'm going to say again that we are here because I am honored that the Lord God, honestly, has asked me to partner with him to help see our people healed. We need healing. God wants you well. And part of wellness is being able to recognize what is good for you and using your determination and your faith to really embrace what's good for you. So who's got a testimony? Who wants to share something good, something that went well this month, something you saw this month that happened wonderful for you? Who's got a testimony? Anybody brave tonight? Oh, yeah, I see. Yes. Okay, I saw Felicia's hand first, and then I saw Arlene. So come on, Felicia. Let's hear your testimony tonight.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
How pretty you look, Miss Felicia.
Good evening, everybody. So, this was my first time participating in the actual shred. So I had already started with the Juice Plus items in January, but my stuff didn't get here, so I couldn't do the first shred. But with the changing of my mind and preparing to do the shred, I noticed, because I said I need to do a before, weight and stuff like that. And then I had got on the scale and I was like, and I want to say maybe about 8 pounds it was. And I said, no, that must be a mistake. I'm thinking that has to be a mistake. But just changing my mind and getting ready for the shred for February, I was already dropping pounds, which I was amazed at that.
Wow.
But the biggest takeaway from this, now it's been many takeaways, but the biggest thing I wanted to share is I was diagnosed with gout in my right foot. And they said that my uric acid levels was really high. And so they start telling me my do's and don'ts and stuff like that, and what I can't eat or what I need to eliminate and stuff like that. And I kind of listened, but not really. But I started feeling the effects when I would get up in the morning to get ready, like for work or whenever. When I would step down, I would feel that pressure and burning in my right foot. Yes. And I was already kind of cringing as I would get out the bed and I would kind of limp to the bathroom. But I kind of just started just dealing with it because it was just there. You know, it was just there. Anyway, fast forward. So after the first 5 days of the shred, I noticed I kind of hopped out the bed and I went to the bathroom, no pain, no swelling in my feet. It was like a miracle. And now it being like after the 10 days, no pain.
None.
No burning and no swelling in my feet. And it stayed there. It
Ooh,
stayed there. And I just
wait.
felt like it was something I had to deal with. But
Wow.
no longer, that is my biggest takeaway in my testimony. That no more pain when I step down and take those first steps just to get to the bathroom.
Yes.
No more pain, no more burning, no more swelling. So,
oh wait,
my
oh
testimony.
wait, oh wait. Yeah. And look at that big smile. I just love. I remember, I'm so grateful. And I told her, I said, you're going to have to testify.
Yeah.
Because Felicia, we've been working together since January, and she just jumped right in. And she said, Dr. Brinetta, I got to change my mind. I have to change my mind. And so we spent January really working on her mind. And just by changing her mind, she didn't change her diet. She added in the plant powders, but she just changed her mind about things, and she lost 8 pounds, and then full on for the shred. And before the shred was even over, she was saying, oh my gosh, this pain has gone out of my foot. I'm just telling you, healing, ding, ding, ding. I wish I had a bell. I'm going to get a bell. Ding, ding. Amen.
Super happy.
Amen. And I'm super excited. And now that the shred is over, what's something that you say you're definitely going to take into, with all the different parts of the shred, is there something you're going to embrace? You just, that this is something I want to move forward. What are you going to do? What do you think?
Definitely my water challenge. I'm going to continue that.
Yes, ma'am.
And I went from like my smaller water bottles, and I just happen to have the one that I drink out of, and it's the 64-ounce hydro flask. Because when I fill this up every morning, I know that before I lay down at night, this thing needs to be empty.
It needs to be empty. I love it, girl. That yellow, you can't miss it.
That's right. So that's
water is your friend. Oh, that's wonderful, sweet pie. I hope you write it down. I hope all of y'all have been keeping a journal. And did you take your after picture already? You need your before and your after. So don't forget that. Get that after shot. All right. And make sure you write that down. Let's just talk. And I know Arlene's hand was up. Let's just talk a little bit about uric acid. So those of you may have heard us talk about now being acidic. We talk about moving from acidic to alkaline. The body is designed to live in that alkaline range, right? And so when we get too acidic, that's an environment in our body that allows things to grow and break out. Now, uric acid is built up. It comes from several places. This is one of the reasons we've been talking about getting rid of that soda, right? Because soda, nothing but acid. But the second place that uric acid is built is the process of meat being broken down in your body. And so there's just an exchange, change that happens. And when meat is digested, it produces the aftermath is there's a lot of uric acid. And that uric acid can create havoc in your body. This is where we see arthritis. We see that gout that shows up in your feet or other places. We see high blood pressure. We see diabetes. It begins with that acidic environment. So is that a reason to go vegan? Maybe, maybe not. But one of the things it is a reason to do is manage your meat consumption. So it's something to think about, do I really have to eat meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And when do you really consider it? If you've got those issues in your body, if you're seeing the gout, if you're seeing the high blood pressure, if you're seeing those cancer issues, when you're seeing that, I want you to immediately red flag, there's an acidic issue going on in your body. And so taking away the things that create that high level, this, of course, soda pop, anything carbonated is acidic, right? But high levels of sugar, which was our second month's challenge, high levels of meat consumption, and your body will tell you. And if you can pull back on that meat, maybe have a meatless breakfast and have a 1 day a week, we call it Meatless Monday. I think they go 1 day a week, where you give your body a break, you'll begin to see those levels come down and some relief. I'm talking about arthritis. I'm talking about diabetes, high blood pressure, all manner of gout, and other things that come in the body. So, oh my goodness, to see you say, I did the shred, I pulled back on the sugar, and I pulled back from these other things that can help to create an acidic environment in your body. Woo-hoo. And then look, it doesn't even take 2 years. It just takes a couple days, right? 10 days, you guys shred, 10 days. Pain was gone out of her foot. Oh, we're so excited about that. So that's a wonderful learning moment. Yay. All right, Miss Arlene, come on and tell us your story. I know you had something to share.
Yeah. So I think your initial question was like, what went well?
Yeah, what went well?
So what I would say is what went well is because we had done the shred prior to, our meal preps were easier, because during shred number 1, we realized what were those like quick and easy things that we felt comfortable and enjoyed, so
Yes.
whether it's the we do taco bowls, with brown rice, black beans, corn,
Yes.
and some tomatoes and some tortillas, some actually the small, because they have the small white corn tortillas.
Yeah.
And so, things like that. Now that we have done the shred, it's easier to meal prep because we know what we like and we just make what we like. Okay, so that's number 1.
Yeah.
The next one I would say is a plus for my husband. I typically decorate our dining table, and because it's Valentine's Day, guess what I had? I had Mike and Ike's fun dip. I just do little fun stuff like that just because it's all like Valentine theme. And my husband, actually, he didn't touch any of it.
Wow. Nice.
And as I was buying it, I was like, oh my God, I'm probably setting us up for failure. But I can honestly say myself, as well as my husband, didn't touch the decorations one bit. So that's another plus. And then one more thing.
Job,
one more thing is, we found a way, sugars, me and my husband have a very, we love sweets. So, when we came across this challenge, we sat down and we said, okay, so what are we going to do if? And our if is we found something that hopefully others who have sweet tooth will really enjoy. And so it's a brown rice cake with some sort of nut butter. So whether it's almond butter or just regular peanut butter, whatever. And then you could do this, you can add fresh fruit. So whether it be bananas or strawberries or blueberries or whatever, you can put that on top and then drizzle just a little bit of honey or agave on top. Nice. Now, sometimes there were times where we did not have fresh fruit, because Brock he loves fruit. So what we did is we did just do the brown rice, the nut butter, and the healthy sweetener, which is again, either the honey or the agave. And that literally, you can have just that one and be completely satisfied.
Isn't that cool?
It is.
Super cool.
So, so that's a trick for anybody who has a sweet tooth, and who wants to complete because this is not just for the shred. We're talking about for the whole month.
Yes, right.
So I just wanted to share that. Those are the things that I have found with this shred.
Wonderful. Thank you, my buddy. I wanted to say a wonderful good welcome to Miss Pamela Bryant, who's in our live chat on YouTube. So thanks for being on, Pamela. And she said she had a great shred. And also Miss Rosalind. Hey, Rosalind, thank you. Oh my goodness. So great shred. I wanted to hear, is there anyone else who you say, this month I had some real positives, some wins, some good takeaways. Anybody else want to share?
Disconnected.
Anyone? Okay, Miss Rose, I think I hear you in the background. Wonderful. No one else? No one else is brave? All right. So some of you have told me some of your stories behind the scenes. And I'm excited that there are a lot of things, even though people are shy tonight, but there are a lot of wonderful things that are going on. And hopefully you have taken a moment to write those things down. You know, it's very common in our nature to just think about, oh, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. And, you know, I had a cookie or I had whatever, and we focus on those negatives. But you know what? I want to really make it clear that the focus here has to be what went well. Where can I pat myself on the back, give myself a thumbs up, and build on a strength? So those of you that have been getting that water in, I love it. And I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to share. I think I'm going to be able to do a share here, because I definitely want to talk about, hold on, I think I have them up, my shred guidelines here. Let me put those up, and you all tell me if you can see my shred guidelines. Can you see those? Just give me a thumbs up. If not, I will. Somebody give me, yes, Mom, is that a thumbs up?
Can you make it bigger?
I can't, but you can on your screen. You can literally use your fingers to blow this up just a bit. So I apologize that it's not on my side. So the idea is that for the shred, we've been talking about the shred, and for many of you, this is now your second shred. But kudos to all of you who shred with us this month. And what are the guidelines for the shred? Well, the first one is to add more plant foods into your diet, to actually eat real foods, fruits, vegetables, wherever you can get them, salads, anything that came out of the ground like God made it. You know, it doesn't have a label. And so that's the first guideline. Yes. Honey, you want to say something? Pastor Staples, Brother Nate, my love. Okay, I thought he was trying to say something.
Yeah, I see you trying to butter me up to say something. Yeah.
Yes, please say something, honey.
Well, I guess I was trying to get the camera on, but I won't be able to do that. So,
Okay.
yeah, with me, I've increased my water, and I think that's very important. I'm learning to shut my mouth after 6.
It's rough, isn't it, honey?
That's a tough one, not eating anything after 6. So if I do eat something, I try to grab something that's healthy. Thank God that we had those apples delivered by Love. You buy me for those apples, because the apples made it easy for me if I got hungry at night to just cut up an apple.
Yes.
And with me also, I'll probably, nobody else probably do this, but you know, I guess I can say it. I take my colon tones at least once a week.
Nice.
Sometime twice. For those who don't know what that is, Dr. Brinetta can explain that maybe.
Yes.
But because a lot of things that when we start our shred, we have no idea of the stuff that we have consumed before we started the shred. And to make the shred successful for me, I need to get rid of some of the, possible junk that I have already eaten before we started. And so the gummies work for me when I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
The gummies work for me. I can constantly eat the gummies, and our tower garden is up and running, so I can grab stuff off of that and eat it, So, I like this shred, but for me, it works better when I go into like the second shred. One shred is not good enough for me. I have to at least do it a couple of times to get the full satisfaction out of it. you know,
Yeah.
and I believe that I have lost weight. I haven't checked. I need to start pulling the scale back out, but I feel better. I'm sleeping better.
Yes, you are.
I'm sleeping better. You know, that was my goal, to sleep better. So I'm doing that. And other than that, I'm feeling better. You know, I believe that the shred has helped me a lot. I have been having pains in both of my legs, and I started a treatment with my chiropractor, and she insisted that whatever I was doing, continue to do it. She had no idea that I was, you know, using the Juice Plus products like crazy. And so, yeah, just, you know, just staying on the right track, staying away from the junk food, getting enough sleep, drinking lots and lots of water and if you can't drink the water, get some unsweetened tea and get some stevia and try to sweeten it up. You know, when you can't drink water, for me, the tea is the next best thing to drink. And that's
Good
about it.
job. Good job, honey. Good job. So you guys, he's telling the truth because we live together and I would tell on him if he wasn't. But I can tell that
Yes, you would.
Yeah, I would. I could tell that he's sleeping better when we're on the shred. And I tell him that all the time because I noticed the difference even in his breathing. And he's a snorer, but when he's on the shred, you guys, he doesn't snore as much. And it's something. This is a
Hey, that's the secret.
Hey. This is a picture of our tower, and I pulled it up because this is a demonstration of actually what you could be growing at your home. But this is what we mean when we say eating real food. Get real food. And so this is out in our screened-in porch, and we're having people come over. I had Arlene come over, and I'm like, please help us clip because the more we eat off of it, the more it grows. And so this is kale and butter lettuce and arugula. And I've got some wonderful mint. Oh my goodness, it almost tastes sweet, you guys. Just the mint itself is so beautiful. But that's the idea. Oh, sorry, that's a picture from my classroom. All right. And so with these guidelines, the idea is that we come away from the packages and the cans and the processed foods, and we eat real food. So thank you, Mama Barbara, for our apples and our bananas, because we've been eating them all up over here. And so we do that. The next big part of the shred is the shakes. And maybe just put a hand up so I can see how many of you have the shakes. You've had a chance to purchase those and taste those. All right, I see some hands, and maybe you can use your emojis if you wanted to. And so we want to get those shakes in because they're called complete, and they have a complete buildup of minerals and nutrients, the right kind of fat, the right kind of calories, the right kind of protein, fiber, probiotics. It's all the good stuff in one place. And that's one of the requirements. If you're really going to do the shred, you need that. And someone was sharing with me that, they noticed, and I'll say it, a more complete bowel movement. When you get these shakes in, there's a wonderful bowel movement. Why? Because they have probiotics. Those are the good guys that live in your gut, and they overcome the bad guys that want to act up. And they do a great job of it. And most of my wellness partners talk to me about how once they start using those shakes, boy, I tell you, they come really regular. The third guideline is plenty of water. Guideline number 4 is really getting into relaxing, taking those deep breaths. I did that deep breathing and it just felt so good. And then get that 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And that's a real goal for those of us that are just, but one of the things, I might not be asleep, but I've been laying down. My husband will tell you, I've been going to bed earlier and at least laying down. I might not be asleep yet, but I'm laying down. Now we say there's a couple of things to reduce. Oh, okay. Yes, Arlene, I see your hand.
I don't know if you saw my comment, but I want to share something really quickly about the shakes. So you told me about the banana extract.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it just, oh my God. So the vanilla plus banana extract tastes like banana pudding, you guys.
Oh my God. Who knew, right?
And
Who
I'm a fan
knew?
also of mint and chocolate chip. I know not many people are, but mint and chocolate chip, all it is the chocolate with mint extract, but you have to be very careful not to add
Very
too much.
careful with the mint. Very
And
careful.
but it adds so much flavor. So if you're ice cream, again, my family is we're sweets. So that banana pudding though, that vanilla and banana, woo, change your life.
They also have a cake batter that I've fallen in love with. These are now those real extracts that you can get. Go to Walmart. I think they're cheapest there, but wherever you can get them. I love vanilla extract. I use it all the time, but you can put that strawberry. It'll go great in chocolate or vanilla. You can use that cake batter. And of course, then the banana. And you know what? It works in the chocolate too, Arlene. So, and why extracts? Why? Because the scents really work. Really, honestly, an extract has that flavor in itself. It's a big hit on your palate, but it doesn't add any calories at all. No carbs, no calories, no fat. So it's a wonderful way to enhance the way your food tastes, okay? They tell us that more than 50% of how we taste is through our smell. Isn't that something? Our sense of smell. So thanks, Arlene. That's a great point. The 5 on the bottom. So those are the 5 on the top that we add. Oh, I skipped number 5, which is exercise most days. Exercise most days. What does that mean? It means get moving. And March, you guys, is all about movement. Movement month. March is movement month. Woo! So we're going to be focusing on our movement. And so those are the first 5 guidelines of the shred. The second 5, okay, we're really reducing or eliminating caffeine and alcohol. Reducing or eliminating, just reduce, cut down. We're working hard not to eat after 6 p.m. For some of us, we adjust that to about 7 p.m. But the goal is to eat when the sun is up and to stop eating when the sun goes down. Okay, does that make sense? So your body is rising and you're eating, and then you end your eating when the sun goes down. And then we come away from processed foods. So what's a processed food? Anything that has more than 3 ingredients. Oh, I guess we say kind of 3 to 5 sometimes, 3 to 5. But, you know, for example, corn tortillas, and we say tortillas, but corn tortillas, those are a great opportunity. They are shred friendly. They just have 3 ingredients. There's hopefully it's all corn. You might have some water and a little bit of salt, and you can have those tortillas. So we come away from processed foods. We do not do gluten or dairy, 100%. That is 100% dairy free. And artificial and refined sugars, we come away from those. So all of those come away during the shred. Are there any questions? Anybody have questions about the shred guidelines or want to make a comment about those? Ooh, we quiet tonight. Let me check the chat. Maybe there's some moments in the chat. All right. And so, yes, come on, let's hear it. Who is that?
Tanisha.
Hey, Miss Tanisha.
How are you? Hi, everybody. So when we do the shred, are we incorporating everything from the previous month to the current month when we do the shred, or are we just focusing on the one main goal? Like this month was the sugar, the soda. Yeah.
Okay, so the shred is the shred. And so when we agree that we're going to do the shred, we're actually doing the shred. Now, each month, the focus of the month, you'll notice that for January, the focus was water. Do you notice that that's one of the big deals in the shred? Increase your water. And then this month, it was all about cutting away that refined sugar and artificial sugar. And you'll notice that's also one of the tenets of the shred. So the goal is that there's a group of us that we're not ready to shred yet, but month by month, we're going to practice some of those shred guidelines. But if you say you're shredding, you should be doing the shred. Hey, Miss Andrea, I see you've opened your mic. Did you have something?
Where did you say you get the extracts from?
Oh, I always buy them at Walmart.
Okay, thank you.
I sure do. You're welcome. Oh yeah, you guys try that in your shakes. Those are delicious. Did that answer your question, Miss Tanisha?
No,
It did not.
maybe I wasn't multitasking here.
Oh, okay. So
For
the shred
example,
is
go ahead.
always the shred. The shred is always the shred. You're going to start that shred on the second Monday of every month. We're going to end on the third Wednesday. And it is all 10 of those guidelines to the best of our ability each time we do it. But there are some others in our group who aren't ready to shred, and they're taking it one foci at a time. And so for that group, their only focus for this month was to really pull back on that sugar. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so we would get those 10 things plus the sugar,
The
right?
sugar is a part of the 10 things. I'm going to share my screen, Miss Tanisha, and look at this guideline again. And you'll notice that number 10 for the shred guidelines is to eliminate artificial and refined sugars.
Can I also respond to that,
Yes.
Dr. Brinetta? So the thing about it is the shred is typically only 10 days. But when it comes to the challenge, people who want to challenge themselves maybe a little bit more will say, I'm not going to just do that one challenge or that one component of the shred. I'm going to actually go the whole month. So for the whole month of January, we did water. It's still a part of the shred, but we were committed to beyond the 10 days to do the water challenge for the whole month. And the same thing with this shred number 2. It's still a part of the shred guidelines to eliminate refined sugar, but we're kind of going gung-ho after the shred to say, you know, we're gonna do it for the whole month.
Does that help, Ms. Tanisha?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. That's why we need a buddy, so we can help each other. All right. So are there any other questions about the guidelines or about the shred? All right. So I definitely would love for you all to make plans now. Now is the time to make plans. If you are going to shred, I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Connie Anderson. And also, I thought I saw Miss Gwen on here. Oh yeah, she's here. These are two who were really determined, very excited, really wanted to shred. We just ran into a couple of hiccups this month, but I give them a good God bless you, because they were gung-ho and ready to go. But I think we've got them all squared away, and they will be ready in the month of March. So grab your calendars, everyone. Grab your calendars, because if you're going to shred next month, then you're going to start on Monday, March 13th. That's when the shred will begin. And for those of you that are going to do the 10 days, your shred will end once again on March 22nd. That's one of my favorite things about February and March is the days are always the same. The days and the dates are always the same with these 2 months. So we'll be starting March 13th and we will end on Wednesday, March 22nd. For those of you that will super shred, you'll go all the way to the 29th. What's the super shred? It's that group that they are gung-ho and they're saying, you know what? This is going to become a lifestyle. They're working their way up to say, you know what, if I feel this good when I'm on the shred, I want to feel this good all the time. And so I'm going to work hard to embrace all of these strategies all the time. All right. Everybody wrote those dates down? So now let's talk about any questions about the shred dates. Anybody have any questions about that? Anybody have any questions, wellness questions in particular? Anybody want to bring up some question they have or concern tonight regarding wellness?
Can I talk about something really quickly,
Sure.
Dr. Brinetta? So one of the big challenges, I know we talked about our wonderfulness, but one of the wonderfulness as it relates to how we have met a goal with the shred, but then there's always challenges you find, and you find how to overcome those challenges. So my biggest challenge with the shred is not eating after 6 or 7 o'clock. And what I found, there's 2 ways that I can overcome that is by having a shake versus in the morning, having a shake for dinner. So that's one way. And then number 2 is whatever I end the evening with, like whatever form of liquid, whether it's tea or whatever, adding chia seeds to my my liquid. So sometimes I'll even add chia seeds to the shake, you know. And so what that does is that now becomes a filler.
Yes.
Not only do you have the complete shake, but now you also have the chia seeds that act as, and they naturally do expand in liquid.
Yes.
So it helps completely with those evening cravings. You know, I heard Nathan talking about, you know, the apple, you know. But if if you say, you know, I really want to conquer this, because that's my bad thing. Like I will wake up at 10 o'clock and be like, okay, what can I have? And I'll naturally want to go to peanut butter, but that's high in fat, right? That's like my thing to like kind of, or
peanut butter is like that thing, right?
Yeah, right. I don't know what it is, but somehow, some way, like, what I'm going to believe though is doing the shred enough of it's going to sooner or later just teach me how to end the night, you know, how we talk about nightcaps.
Yes.
But end the night with a shake or just end the night with chia seeds in whatever, you know, whatever liquid form I have.
Yes.
So I have found that to be successful. So I wanted to share that.
I love that, Arlene. And I was about to talk about like tips and tricks and things, and then we're going to talk about movement. So don't anybody leave. We've got 2 more things to cover before we get off. Miss Felicia, I see your hand. What question do you have?
Yeah. So hi, everybody again. So Arlene just took the words right out of my mouth. My biggest struggle was that eating after 6, like, you know, that was so hard. I mean, I'm still dealing with it right now.
We all are.
That is the hardest thing ever. But I was trying my best. And I would even go to bed early. I said, okay, if I go to bed, but I found myself doing the same thing around 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's like, I get up, I'm walking the floor, and I'm like, go back to bed. Like, OMG. Wow. And you know what? This made me realize, I said, you got a problem. You got a problem.
Girl, let's just all confess. Come on now. Let's all.
Yeah, that was the biggest struggle. So that's what I was going to mention. And the second thing is, what I would like is tips on, because I found myself, as the minute I started to shred, I didn't have a bowel movement for a few days. And I struggled the whole time. And so I'm like, what can we do naturally to help with that? Because that was my other struggle.
Okay.
So that would be.
So it depends on what you were eating before you started, because it sounds like even when you talked about the gout, that you had a lot of meat and a lot of things that's kind of a big part of your diet. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so sometimes that's what you're doing, is building up the fiber in your gut to get all of that moving. So prayerfully, now that you've had that success, you should not see that problem moving forward. But if you do, it's a fiber scenario that can help you. And we can talk about that. You know what? If you'll get those chia seeds.
Oh, yes.
If you'll do those chia seeds, I promise you. Yeah, that will help you. And then my husband talked about a product that we use. It's called Colon Tone. And it's from a wonderful body cleanse. And we can share that later, but I want you to try the natural, just the chia seed first to see how that helps and works for you.
Apples and prunes. Oh, okay.
Apples and prunes. I was just gonna say, adding that fruit. So if you're eating those apples, you're eating those. And be mindful with the prunes.
Okay.
because they really like, girl, just start with like a half or something. Just go real slow with that. It's a lot of sugar, but it will work really quick. Like, you'll be sad. So go slow with prunes. Prunes. My mom used to make us do prunes in the summer, and the prunes will help you. I'm talking, like, yeah. So just be mindful with the prunes.
Thank
But
you.
try those chia seeds and read the label for the chia seeds that you're adding in. Here's my tip for the evening that's starting to work for me. Something warm. Something warm. So my mint tea off my tower, something warm. It just relaxes all of that. So I love the idea of a liquid dinner. Get that shake out, put those chias in it. And then perhaps if you need something more, use that warm, like a gentle tea, something. And so I have some mint on my tower and I'm loving that. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other tips, some tricks that some other things that you found that helped you get through? Any ideas? Who's got a great water idea now that you just get your water in every day and you have a great strategy for that? Who's got that? I know Felicia mentioned, she carries around her 64 ounces all day. I remember when I was doing that. And anybody else on here? And I see your hand, Miss Arlene, but I really want to push some other people. Come on, you guys. Let's help each other. Tell us your water trick. What's your water trick?
I haven't tried this, but it might work.
Okay.
Somebody suggested to me recently, every time I want to check my cell phone to go on Facebook, to stop and do squats, do 10 of those. So maybe that would work with the water too. If you're going to check Facebook, before you check it, drink some water.
Okay.
I love it because we are connected to our phones. And Andrea, that's a great idea for our movement, our March movement plan. And so I'm gonna try to add something like that in there. Anybody else have a strategy that they're using? Mama Connie, how are you getting your water in every day? Do you know how to unmute yourself? Let me see if I send an ask. Mama Connie, I know you were talking about water. How are you getting your water in?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. How are you doing it? So give us a tip on how you're getting it in so that other people can learn.
What I do is I carry my bottles around with me wherever I go. I make sure they're in my face.
Okay.
And that's all I do. I don't drink anything else.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good point. Good job. So we carry our water. We have water everywhere. You guys, water everywhere, we know.
Yeah.
And then we just say, listen, if I want that iced tea, I got to drink my water first. Or if I want something else, I got to drink my water. So good job, Mama Connie.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, anyone else with a trick? How about those of you that have a sweet tooth? Arlene, you mentioned something and reminded me with the rice cake. So those of you that get and they got the brown rice cakes. If you can manage it, because some people, I understand the raw, the sugar monster within. But if you can take a rice cake, put one Hershey's Kiss right in the middle and put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, that Hershey's Kiss will melt onto that and you can eat that. It's very delicious. And so
that's not shred friendly.
Oh, I'm sorry for those. You are absolutely right. It's not
sugar monster.
Oh yeah.
That's for us, Sister Arlene. We got sugar monsters.
Look, I have a sugar monster too. Don't underestimate.
So you're right. It's not for the shred. It's just for those that try to make their way through and really bring that sugar under control. Thank you, Arlene. Brother Nate, I saw your hand.
Okay, yeah. What I do is like the first thing that we drink in the morning is the thing our body's gonna crave. So the best thing to do is drink water first thing in the morning. We should do that anyway. Water should be the last thing we drink at night and the first thing we drink in the morning. But what I do at the church office, I used to keep, the Gatorade, Zero, all these different alternatives. What I did start doing a couple of weeks ago was removing everything out my fridge except the water. Because in the course of 5 hours, your body's going to be craving something to drink. So if only thing I have available is water, then that's what I would drink. So try to always make water your only option, especially when you're away from home.
Yes, that's good. That's good. And we really do live that here in our house. We have just a couple of drink options. There is no soda inside the house. My husband might have a Canada Dry or two outside in the garage, but there's no soda inside the house. And you know what, you all, I want to give you hope, because I was a soda drinker, but slowly but surely over time, that has been moved off my plate. So don't be too hard on yourself. Relax, really embrace the water, and trust that over this year, remember, this is a journey. It's not going to happen. It's not a miracle overnight, but it's a journey. And I don't think I've ever had a perfect shred. I just don't. I don't think I've ever had a perfect shred. But the good news is it does not have to be perfect to be a blessing. The last tip I want to give you for the water is the water app. Anybody else in here have the water app? Okay. And you're right, Arlene, the more water you drink, the more water you want. And thank you for your hand. Anybody else? You guys remember I put it in your shred survival guide. Get that water app. And the best way that the water app works is every time that buzz comes on, you just agree how much water you're going to drink. So even if it's just one big gulp or 3 big gulps, and I tell myself 6 ounces, I aim for 6 ounces. That's me. I've been doing this for a while. And so you'll notice that even while I'm here, I have my bottle here and my app went off. You saw me take my drink. It becomes a habit. The app goes off, you take a drink. So that's another something. And then the last but not least, reward yourself. When you have a day and you get all your water in, think of something wonderful that you're going to be able to do, whether it's watch your favorite show or get your pedicure, whatever it may be, some non-food reward. All right. Okay, so hopefully those are some tips and tricks that you can write down and embrace. And thank you again, Arlene, for all of that help. I tell you, with the apples and the chia seeds, if you haven't tried chia seeds, go grab a bag and play with them. They're wonderful. They do a wonderful job. I'm gonna try some of that tonight. Or if you haven't done any flavors in your shake, let's try that. All right, so now are you ready to hear about March? March is movement month. It's March movement. And the goal is for us to be mindful of our movement. All too often, we spend hours sitting and we don't get up. We don't do a lot of walking. So is there anybody else on here that has an iPhone? You guys have iPhones? Arlene, do you have an app on your phone to track your walking? She has an Android.
I have my watch, my smartwatch does that for me.
I'm aware, but everybody may not have a smartwatch.
Okay, so yeah, for Android, yes, there are. And it's part of the I have a Samsung. So each one does. I'll look it up. I'll send you.
Arlene's gonna look it up because we're iPhone Nation over here, and I gave up Androids a long time ago. So I can't give you assistance necessarily. But what I can tell you is that, many of the watches will keep your steps now. Most people have smart watches. If you don't, you don't have to spend $100 on a Fitbit. You can just find one of the simple ones, even at the 99-cent store, anything that will count your steps. So that's one way that we're going to encourage you to start increasing your movement. The other way, for those of you that do have your phone on you and your iPhone, there's a health app that will count your steps every day and give that information back to you. So what I will be doing when I send out my March participation link and you fill that out for me, you're going to tell me what options you have available to you, and then we'll talk about how we're going to count it. What we want to do is in week 1, we want to get a baseline for our movement. I'm going to be asking you to be filling out something each day that talks about how you moved that day. And then each week we're going to add to that, whether it's another 500 steps, whether it's 10 more minutes in the day. And then we're going to set kind of like some goals. And then we're going to have some physical challenges. Maybe we say, you're going to use that 15-minute, go on a 15-minute walk, or, find a friend, so we'll do some things like that just to get you moving. Now, remember, this isn't about lifting weights and going to the gym and getting on a bike and go, this is just about movement. It's about getting the body moving, even if it's just stretching. And some of you need to, or you're going to want to connect with my friend Tony. This will be the month. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to give you Tony Lewis. Oh my goodness, who is this? I have to decline that. I'm going to give you Tony Lewis's email. So I'm going to put it in the chat here. It's true, TRU, Faith Fitness at Yahoo, TRU, Faith Fitness at yahoo.com. And she is my weight trainer. And so many of you are going to think to get together with her and begin to do something in that area. Yes, Miss Arlene.
Okay, so I went into, so for Androiders, I went into the Google Play, which is how we purchase apps, and they have many free pedometers. So one's called Step Counter, another is associated with Google Fit. And so you just carry your phone with you. And if you have your phone with you, it will automatically count your steps. And the one that I have specifically with my Samsung is Samsung Health. So there, if you just go into the Google Play, put Step Counter, then various pedometers will come up for you.
So we're going to walk you through an opportunity to increase your movement, your mindfulness and your movement during the month of March. And we're going to ask you to set some goals and turn in your logs on a regular basis. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a raffle at the end of the month. All the people who meet their movement goals, we're going to put your name in a raffle, and we're going to give away some wonderful, wonderful Juice Plus products for free. Woo! We'll see what that'll be. Probably put together one of my wellness packs with bars and shakes and some of the gummies, ummy and nummy. And so we can share that with you. And I think Mom Barbara has a jump rope that we can put in our little fitness pack. And we're going to put that for the month of March. So those of you that get involved, we're moving. We're no longer going to be couch potatoes if you are a couch potato. And we're going to send you out a couple of videos that you can do seated movement that you can do without getting out of your seat. And I just saw something yesterday. It's called the Lazy Girl Workout. Somebody's going to, what do they call it? You're going to pilot that app for me. Get that app and pilot that app for me. I want to see. But, you get to do all your exercise, I think, in bed or something like that. So somebody's going to try that. And then somebody's going to also reach out to our trainer, physical trainer, and talk with her and get going, just make a plan to get going. I will tell you, the one thing I regret about my weight training is that I didn't start it sooner. That's the only thing I regret. All right, questions or comments about any of that? Then my last thing that I want to talk about and wrap up with tonight is our wonderful, wonderful fitness and finance reset. It is literally coming up next Saturday. We have, I don't know, just a few spots left. And we are going to do a virtual version, right, Arlene? We're going to do it. We're going to do a Zoom.
Yes.
We're going to do a Zoom. I know she's all like, oh God, Dr. Brinetta, you always make me do
No,
stuff.
it's fine. It's good. It's good.
So we have some people that are out of state. They could not come if they wanted to, but we're going to put a Zoom together, and it's just going to cost, what we say, Arlene, $10 for the day, and you'll be able to sit in the Zoom. You'll be able to answer. So why do the Zoom version? Because you're going to be able to ask questions. There will not be any live coverage of this. You'll either get it in person or you can join our Zoom, and you could ask questions and get input, and we'll try to make it a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience for thee. All right. So, and if you would like to participate in the Wellness Day, oh my goodness, we're down to, I think we definitely have our 50. Our goal was 50. We've definitely got our 50. And technically, I think we've slid over the 60 mark. We're super excited. And I was just watching the weather patterns, and it's not supposed to be raining next Saturday on the 4th. So we're praying that keeps up. But if you'd like to be with us, you still have time to join us for that. All right. And with that being said, I want to give us a few more seconds. Any questions, any thoughts, any comments? Is this helping you guys? Do you feel like you're moving towards wellness? Put up a finger. I mean, well, thank you, Felicia. Can you just maybe give me a little thumbs up there? Hey, Miss Rose. All right. Thanks, Nate. Anybody else? Thank you, Francesca. Oh my gosh, prayerfully, it's really challenging you, but also encouraging you, stretching you a little bit, but also building you up. That's our goal. And I want to say a good God bless you to Miss Nina, who's on tonight. Thank you, Nina, for joining us. All right, so Andrea says to the group, hey, okay, where do you buy those kisses, Hershey's Kisses, one at a time? Because there's no way in the world the rest of those are
They
going to
don't exist.
I can tell you where to go get it, but in order to do that, it would just be bad.
Don't tell us.
So I take it back. I take it back. Let the Hershey's Kiss go and listen to Arlene's idea, which is turn your shake into pudding and use a little honey and some fruit and a little bit of peanut butter on that thing. Ooh, it's super, uber, duper good. All right, with that in mind, you all, I really want you to make sure that you take time these next couple of days, as some of us have wrapped up our shred. Others are, and don't forget now, just because we wrapped up our shred doesn't mean we're done with our sugar. Okay, so don't go hog wild. We are pressing through. I'm hoping that you've tried some new sweeteners, some honey, some agave. You've tried maybe some stevia if you never tried it before, and you're finding new ways. Not even to satisfy, but you're finding ways to let that sugar habit be pushed aside a little bit. Okay, just let that go. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the 4th. Our next meeting together. Let me look it up. Oh my goodness. Will be Thursday, March 9th. So put that on your calendars. You'll get some invites for that. Any last words, anyone?
Can you share the motto of if you think healthy, live healthy? I forgot what it was.
Oh, okay. So that's the mantra that we have, that if you'll talk about health, then you'll think about health. And as you're thinking about health, you will begin to live out health. And as you live out health, you're going to really start to love health. Okay. So we are looking to build our love for health. And that's what this time is all about. I want to thank you all for joining us. Do me a favor, share this. If this is helpful for you, would you share this with a friend? We'd love to build our group. We're hoping to reach as many people as we can. And I want to welcome you to just open up your mics and say goodbye to everyone as you leave our time together tonight. All right, just open your mics and
Right.
open your cameras and say,
Have a good evening,
night.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
thank you. Thank
night,
you so
everyone.
much for joining us. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
And I'll stay here for a few minutes. If you have some private questions you'd like to ask, I'll stay behind, but everybody else, you guys go. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate you also. Love you.
We love you all. God bless.
God bless. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
I'm doing terrible with it. I know.
Oh,
So
no.
what's going well?
Okay. So you're doing terrible with everything or one thing or what?
Well, what's going well is I'm on the call because what am I doing terrible with? Well, I am working on drinking, I'm working on drinking enough water. I take my water bottle into my job and I fill it up. And so I'm doing better on that. What am I doing?
Good.
I don't know. Even when I try and eat right, it just seems like I'm constantly gaining weight. I'm just like, this is just unreal.
So then maybe we need to look at, do you have your meal plan that I sent you?
Maybe I don't. Or did you?
Okay. Do you need me to send it again to you? So in your shred guide, let me share my screen. I'm gonna go to, where am I going? I'm going here.
Totally still have to go back and look. I just don't remember where to find it.
Yes, so there's a Shred 10 menu here. And then there's the Shred 10 guidebook. And
Okay.
this is in a link that I sent to you. Let me find the link. Shred 10, get ready.
Oh yeah, I guess I remember
Hold on
that.
a second. It's coming up now. So, I sent this list out for you to get ready, but no, that's not what I was looking for. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find it. Let me shrink this down. I put it up. Let me see. 2023 Shred program. Let me see here. So this was a link that I sent in the app, and you would have clicked on the link and then it opened up to this. And at the bottom of that message, I said, open this up in your computer so that you can see everything that's in here, because it's a lot to try to look at your phone. So here's your Shred 10 program, the guide. And this page is going to fill in a second. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but does this look familiar to you, where you had from the very,
and
yeah?
that I did.
Okay.
But again, tell me, you said you sent it to me in the app or in the email?
It came in an app, and in the app, the message said, open this up on your desktop.
Okay. So I'm gonna go through and find it, and I'm gonna plan on getting back on track.
I'm gonna send it to you again. I'm gonna email this to you. Let me see if I can do that really quickly so that you just have it in your email. Let me see if it'll let me do that. It's coming. It's going to let me email in a second. There we go. Email this file. So I'm going to email this to you. And really, I'm going to email you the other document. And the reason I'm saying that, Andrea, is because it really does take a mindset. And one of the exercises you're going to do for this month is you're going to ask yourself and answer, why am I doing this?
Okay.
Now, it's telling me I can't send this right this second. I don't know. Maybe I have too many things on. Let me ask you something. When and where are you weighing yourself?
I weigh myself in the morning in my bedroom.
Okay. And you're doing it every single day?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're writing down your weight somewhere?
Oh, no, I've not done that. I don't write it down, but it goes straight to my phone. I can tell you what it is every day because it goes to my phone.
Okay. So you have one of those apps like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so are you trending up, or is it up and down? What are you seeing?
trending up. Every now and then I might drop a little bit, but I usually just within the day or two go back up. But yeah,
Okay.
mostly.
Okay. So part of that I'm probably going to say is that your body, we always talk about that homeostasis.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the body's way of saying, I'm going to hold on to, or it works to maintain a certain range of your weight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what it may require is what your body may be saying to you is it's going to take a little more for you to lose. And I'm going to say, this is a generic question. How healthy are you really eating? Do you feel like you're staying on the shred for real? Are you watching your portions? Or do you feel like you're overeating?
I think I'm overall eating very healthy. I mean,
Mhm.
sugar is my cheat. I probably cheat frequently. Probably, you know what? I think like you said, I need the menu. I think I cheat because I probably don't eat enough and
Mhm.
be cheat.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I think that you just answered your own question, that most of us, we're trying so hard to stay away from food that we stay away from food until we just can't stand it anymore. And then now we're going to eat the world. And let me ask you, have you sort of gone through your cabinets and put away things that are not shred friendly? Or do you feel like you are becoming what I'm going to say, victim, to unshred friendly foods hanging around? Or are you going out and buying stuff that you know?
I think I'm buying stuff. I mean, my cabinets are really clean.
Okay.
I think I end up buying stuff.
Okay. So maybe we convert you, we bring you back to that you work within the shred. I'm not sure why my thing is acting. Let me close some tabs here and see if that's what's kicking things out here. So you go back over the shred guidelines. You really have a talk with yourself about what is your goal here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's some get ready steps. I talk about reading through those guidelines. Do you have the guidelines printed out somewhere where you can look at them, or are you reminding yourself of those guidelines every day?
Oh no, I can't tell you. I don't even know where they are. So I'm gonna.
Oh my goodness.
Get them,
Okay.
print them out.
So my hint, and this is here, is I make a paper copy that I have on hand at work, because that's really where I will struggle. And I keep that. Okay. I talk about going through your kitchen. I mark off the shred days on my calendar, and I have reminders every day about what to take so that I can make it through and be shred friendly. I only have shred friendly snacks at work, shred friendly items that I could even pull from. I've got this bag of almonds. I've got this apple. So if I'm hungry, the rule is if you won't eat an apple, you're really not hungry. You're just craving. Okay. So I put those on there. And then I have reminders to drink. I have reminders to move. And then I have a reminder that tells me, okay, you need to go to bed now so you can get your 8 hours in. I really do. Okay. I plan my meals. So during the shred, I know what I'm going to eat. I have it all laid out. So I chop up stuff. I have my little baggie with whatever. Now my tower's back up and growing. So I literally can't step out my back door and clip off a salad, and have that. And so I do that. I make sure that I have, this is for this, this is for this, this is for this. It takes some time, but it's worth it, because then in the rush, right, I just grab this and go. Okay. And then I ask people to help me out. I tell people, no, and one of my coworkers came to me. She's like, are you shredding? Now she is not going to shred, you hear me? But she knows that I have 10 days out of the month now that I'm shredding. I can't have that. And she's like, are you shredding? And I'm like, oh, yes. So whatever it is, don't even, okay, I'll come back next week. So get help. And then One of the things that I will, and I said it again, I've never had a perfect shred, never. And my weight fluctuates between this 5-pound range, you know, and that's the beauty of the shred. It keeps you mindful. If you really want to lose weight, you may want to think about extending those 10 days. Okay. And then I really want us to work on, and that's what we're going to work on this month, mindfulness. We're going to get we're going to really write down, why am I doing this? How come I can't have this candy bar? Why am I not eating this candy bar? And you're going to remind yourself about that. I really want to send this to you. So hopefully this is going to act right now. Hold on, let me close that. Let me close that. Let me come back to this. Let me see if it will, because I want this to, you have this in your hand. It's telling me that the sharing isn't working. Does any of that sound like it could be helpful for you, sweetie?
Definitely, definitely.
All right, so we're gonna put all that stuff, I'm gonna try to send. There we go. And I think I have, is it the
That's me, yeah.
What's
Me
the
and the iCloud are the same, either one. They're the
Oh,
same.
I see. Okay, there we go. So this one's coming to you with all those hyperlinks.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to send you my get ready guide that has, you know, that list of things that I just went through with you to remind you of what some things is. And yeah, this isn't, I still can't do the shred from just memory, even though I have a global mindset. I always have to go back and look at those guidelines. So I think if you take that moment, be kind to yourself. You've done this a couple times, you know how it can work for you. Are you using your capsules?
I did yesterday.
Okay.
They're out. They are out on the counter.
There's still time tonight. There's still time. It's always, even before bed, you can put your capsules in your little tummy and go for it. Okay. Prayerfully, are you thinking to come to our event? Are you able to come?
Which event is this?
The fitness and finance. Next Saturday.
Is it, it's not this Saturday, but next Saturday?
Yeah, the 4th.
Yeah, I can come.
Okay, then I'll send you a link.
Okay.
So that you can sign up and put that on your calendar. Okay, Sweet Pea?
Okie doke.
Girl, we gonna do it. We gonna do it.
Absolutely.
All right, love.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Blessings to you. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
It's my outline. All right.